Now these muskets are quite heavy, as you might imagine. I mean, these are a good 10 pounds. And so rather, there were something called the manual of arms, which they do today in the regular army, even though the weapons today are much lighter. So this way you're not leaning like this after marching for 20 miles. So what the lieutenant is going to do is put us through what's called the manual of arms, which is how we would carry these on the march. So we're going to set, all right.
Detail,
make
fall in.
Corporal. So line.
Corporal.
Anton, line up Anton. All right. Okay, shoulder to shoulder. Okay. Okay, give to the left.
Left wheel, march.
In left to right.
Oh, okay. Can everybody see that? Everybody can see? Okay, good. Detail, order, arms. Detail, shoulder, arms. Right shoulder shift, arms. This is the one that you see in all the pictures. Now you see anything, you see the march and they've all got the bayonets up at the top. This is the famous one that you see. It's very, very easy and relaxing to carry it in this position, even though it looks kind of awkward. Detail, shoulder, arm. Detail, support, arm. This is the one that we all like the best because it really doesn't put any pressure on it. The left hand is kind of just resting in that crook of your shoulder. Detail, shoulder, arm. Detail, trail, arms. This is your Daniel Wu. Okay. Marching through the Tennessee wilderness. Detail, shoulder, arms. Present, arms. That one hasn't changed too much. Shoulder, arms. Order, arms. Parade, rest. Now, with the parade rest, often you can see the bayonet. This is another famous picture. They do this one, they like this one because the bayonet lands up off the side of the face. It was really military, really efficient. Order arm. Fix, bayonets. All right, anybody who has the camera? This is it. This is the money shot. Ready? Detail, shoulder, arm. Charge, bayonets. Ha! Shoulder arm. Order arm. In place rest.
So is the bayonet lock on there?
Yes, it does. It has a locking mechanism. There's a little bit of a ring on there, and it'll sort of hold tight a little bit. They usually require a little bit of manipulation. Questions? Pictures? No?
Why is that gentleman dressed in that different?
Oh, with the coat?
Yeah.
Okay. The coat, the gray coat was part of the issue. All right, you were given the gray coat. Right now, he's very, very happy that he has one. How about in June? July? August? What do you think he did? Throw it out, right? So now the sutler, the guy, the vending guy, right? He's following the army. What does he do? Picks them all up. All right. Now it's November and he wants the coat again. He's got to go buy it back. But the sutler will be cheaper than trying to get it from the army because the army's going to take it out of your pay and it'll be $25, $30. It's like 3 months worth of pay. The sutler will give it to you for a little bit cheaper, but you're still buying back your own coat. They did the same thing with blankets and tents too. Once it got into the summer, it wasn't really a big deal to sleep out under the stars, so everything got thrown away. But then once they needed it, they had to go get it again.
So, so people, so you would see soldiers with and without coat.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what? They had the same problem in World War II. They had to make a rule that people couldn't throw stuff out because you had half the population in Europe running around in GI gear that was just thrown out on the side of the road.
Gentlemen did an excellent job. I think there's one thing that you might show the audience, if you do it, stack arms.
Okay.
Let's test.
Company. Order arms. Shoulder arms. 2 steps forward. March. Right face. Into ranks, front. Dress on the sergeant.
Sergeant.
Order arms. Stack. Arm. Now this was a very practical way of storing the weapons. This could be done very quickly. Once they created a stack of arms, it was very, very sturdy. You knew where your place in line was. Once the basic stack was formed, you could throw a bunch of muskets on top of it and the stack would still stay there. So you could now, company, dismiss. So now you could walk away and the stack would stay there. Company, attention. Falling. When the company came back, they knew where their place in line was. So you could just see these stacks for row upon row upon row. And that was essentially the fun. These guys knew where they were going, they knew where their rifle was. Very, very easy, convenient way of storing our weapons.
How did you know which ones were yours?
You just knew your place in line. Everybody kind of, through the drilling process, we did everything in height order. Okay? So the tallest guy.
Are they loaded now?
No, these are not loaded. You generally didn't like to stack things loaded. You didn't like to have anything loaded for long periods of time because black powder goes bad. All right, any little moisture down that barrel, and this becomes an 11-pound paperweight. Everybody knew their place in line. The tallest guy was always on the end, and went tall to small. Okay, and we did that because when we made that move and we went to that, everybody kind of aligned on the right side thing, the tallest guy would always land up in the back. So he could easily shoot over the guy who's in front of him. All right, and that's the way the Army did that. They didn't change that until after World War I. World War I, they were still doing tall to small and the whole thing. So this was generally the way everybody kind of knew, all right, this is the tall guy and this is the really tall guy. But these 4 guys generally did everything together. They shared the tent, they would share cooking, and then the next guys would share everything together. And they became kind of your mess buddies, your mess buddies. Company, take arms. Company, front. Company, 2 steps to the rear, march.
Quite a demonstration, isn't it?